What's going on, everybody? Sean Pierce Johnson here, and through the technological difficulties of the shooting day, I bring you this week's episode of Stompbox Saturday featuring the Chase Bliss Warped Vinyl Mark II. This thing is quickly becoming my favorite vibrato / chorus pedal that I have. And when I got it, I really was not a fan of vibrato pedals from the get-go. They kind of just do that one sound and that one sound only. But this pedal does way more than that. Everything from a chorus, classic or, quirky, to whacked out vibrato effects that you never thought possible. All thanks to an completely fully stocked features and control set that we're going to jump into and take a look at right now. 6 knobs and 4 switches on the face of the pedal. You have a knob for tone / ramp, volume, mix, RPM, and 2 knobs and 2 switches that govern the Moog-shape engine that allow you to shape the waveforms of the modulation in this pedal. Really, really cool. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. And then another switch that allows you to select between tap tempo subdivisions, which is really cool. The switch down at the bottom, though, is one of the things that I really love about this pedal. It is a 3-position switch. In the middle, you have a setting that reflects wherever the knobs and the switches are on the pedal at that time. To the right, you have a preset. Turning it to the left, you have another preset. So you can save 2 presets and then have another sound that's exactly what the knobs are. Awesome, it's 3 pedals in 1. What more could you want? Well, the thing with Chase Bliss is their effects are an analog heart with a digital brain. And so there is an entire bank of dip switches on the back of this pedal that allow you to further shape the sound and govern what parameters can be controlled by the ramp knob, what controls can be affected by an expression pedal, you name it. This thing is chock full of control to get you any kind of sound that you could ever possibly want out of this pedal. Now, we're not going to focus on these so much today. It's a little bit of a learning curve. So instead, we're going to focus more on what the knobs and the switches on the front of the pedal do. Now, like I said at the top of the video, when I first got the Warped Vinyl, I was not a fan of vibrato. So I immediately went into this pedal trying to find a chorus sound that I was going to want to use for cleans and for distorted sounds. And I think I found something that works really well. Now, it's pretty basic, something that I know is going to work for a whole lot of different situations. So here is my clean, unaffected guitar sound. And now turning on the Warped Vinyl. I just love the motion that this pedal gives, and you really can only get that with an analog chorus. It's lush, there's motion to it, it's a little gooey, and there's some analog artifacts in there, but that's the beauty of its namesake. Just like vinyl, you feel that warmth and you feel it in your bones when you're playing with this, which is really, really fun. Now, of course, that works equally well for distorted sounds, so go ahead and slap on some distortion and let's do a little bit of riffing. So, I've said it already that I was not a vibrato fan. Now you're wondering, did the Warped Vinyl make me a vibrato fan? Well, I'm happy to say it did. And this is the sound that got me to that point. I'll just go ahead and play around with it for a bit and you can hear why. And you can still feel that motion, and that's like the first thing that comes to mind when I conjure up this sound. Just something real organy and, well, something by the Beatles from that Sgt. Pepper era. That really seems to get me in the vibrato mood. But the best thing about this vibrato sound is using the tap tempo to slow it down, speed it up. I could tap in something, get it real slow, and we get some nice washy motion and movement, and well, here you go. And of course, you can speed it up if you want. Now, one of the challenging things with vibrato is I had heard it used on guitar solos before, and I just wonder why. Well, now I know why. Slapping on a little bit of crunch, this is what we get. Now, the thing that really sets the Warped Vinyl apart from the other chorus and vibrato pedals on the market is the Moog-shape engine. It's 2 knobs and 2 switches. Knobs for depth and warp, and a pair of 3-position toggle switches which allow you to select between 3 different waveforms to adjust how the modulation sounds. Now, the cool thing is the warp knob here. It allows you to set the amount of time that it takes for you to enter your wave and exit your wave. So you can have a long intro and a short outro, or vice versa. Now, what I've done is I've gone ahead and set those toggle switches to be what I believe is a sine wave. So I don't know my waves. Whatever. I just know that they sound good. And I've got the depth and warp both in and around 1, 2 on the dial, and I've got something that to me gets really close to a rotary speaker, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. There you have it, everybody. There is your look at the Chase Bliss Warped Vinyl Mark II. I want to say a big thank you to Joel for sending this to me. This thing is far and away my favorite chorus and vibrato pedal. I appreciate you sending it so much. Joel is an all-around awesome dude, and he makes some killer stuff. They got the Tonal Recall coming out right now, and I am so eager to get my hands on one of those. I can't even begin to tell you. But this thing is so supremely flexible. We didn't even get into the dip switches. We didn't even get into the MIDI functionality. That's right, this pedal has MIDI functionality. Way over Sean's head. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just appreciate the fact that you guys have tuned in to check out this awesome pedal, and I want to know what you guys think. Shoot me a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I've been Sean Pierce Johnson, and I wish you good tone and happy stomping. Cheers, everybody.